Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Leaf's Product and Business Overview. My name is Mike Lucas, and we have our Vice President of Sales, Mike Green, here, who's going to be sharing with you some information about LeafIt and an app coming out here that's going to change the way Leaf does business in a lot of ways the internet does. So, without further ado, if this is your first time coming to the webinar, you'll notice a chat box at the bottom of the screen. Please type in your questions there. We'll try to get to those questions, time permitting, at the end of the webinar. Uh, Also, if you're multitasking, you might want to grab a pen and notebook paper, take down some notes, as Mike's going to be sharing with you some information that you don't want to miss. So, Mike, you out there?
I am, Mike. Hey, thanks. I know you're feeling really poopy still, so all I can say is get your feet up on your desk, relax, maybe actually lay down in a bed, get some sleep. But thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it. Mike's going to be in the background doing a little Q&A session, so as you come up with questions, if you want to jot them down, ask them at the end, or throw some questions out there as we move through this information. Feel free to get into that Q&A box or that message box and shoot some questions over to him. And try not to hurt him too much tonight, though. He's still not feeling 100% up to speed. I can't say I am either. I tell you what, I feel like I got jet lag. Just spent 4 days in sunny Arizona on business for LeafIt. Pretty exciting trip that we had with John Solomito, our CEO, and Lawrence Sowell, our chief visionary. It was a very productive 4-day session. But jet lag, I don't know if you can get jet lag only traveling through one time zone, but I feel like I've got it. So if I don't have my natural pep in my step tonight, hey, I apologize. For those of you, well, let's do this first. Let's do our sight and sound check. If somebody could jump into their message box and say, yes, Mike Green, I can see your screen. Yes, Mike Green, I can hear you loud and clear. Obviously, you can hear me because I just had somebody say yes. Somebody give me a yes, yes, which means you can see as well. Yes, yes. There you go, Jody. Thank you very much. All right, let's roll. My name, Mike Green. I know this gets a little bit confusing. That was Mike Lucas. This is Mike Green. It's the Mike and Mike show. But I'm here to share some information with you tonight about, I think, just an amazing opportunity. This is our product and business overview for Leaf International. The information I'm going to share with you tonight, it's going to be a lot, but all I can tell you is there's a lot to explain inside of this program. So kind of hang with me as tight as you can and understand that we do these webinars over and over again. All you need to do is come back and visit a webinar, learn a little bit more each and every time that you visit us. Now, I'm going to give you a background check real quick just so you understand why I do things the way I do and the perspective of where I'm coming from. I did 18 years in the banking industry, branch manager, regional vice president type. So I am into full disclosure. That's all I know how to do. It's what I grew up with. I'm going to give you a lot of that disclosure and probably irritate a few of you out there for as much information as I do give you. After my banking career, I can't say I retired from it. I was way too young to be retired. I guess you could say I resigned, stepped down, went through a midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it. But when I got done with that career, I started my own business. Rather humbling experience. I went flat broke. But in the middle of that business model that I was attempting to make successful, one of my passions in life, water skiing, I bumped into a company called XL Communications and fell in love with network marketing as well, the home-based business arena. And that's some of the information I want to share with you tonight. But I will tell you, that business model wasn't generating enough of an income stream, so I needed another part-time income, and I literally fell into the casino industry and got stuck there for about 14 years. It was rather painful. I look back at that 14 years as quite a waste of time and energy, but I learned a lot as well. And one of the lessons I learned inside of that industry was bottom line. Most people truly are interested in just the bottom line. So that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. Full disclosure on what LeafIt is all about, and a bottom line of what you need to do inside of this business model to actually generate an income stream for yourself. So that being said, let's get started. The markets that we're in, online advertising, $100 billion industry. And I'm not going to over-explain that. All I'm going to tell you is that's a lot of coin, $100 billion industry. Leaf is going to tap into that industry. Affiliate direct sales in a couple of different ways, but affiliate direct sales already $165 billion industry. And the one that we're all falling in love with, e-commerce, and I don't know how you can't fall in love with it. It's a $1.1 trillion industry and growing. You take all three of those industries plus social networking with over 3 billion free subscribers already involved in social networking, and you're about ready to hit a home run. Our opinion is all you need to do is identify a few problems within those industries, plot a solution to those problems, and you are going to have a home run. Now, hang on a second. I got to mute my phone out. There we go. That might help. So what are the problems that Leaf has identified? And we're going to go with social networking first and simply state that free users inside of the social networking arena don't get paid for the content they share with friends or acquaintances. And we see that as a big problem. We've got a solution for it. Inside of e-commerce, shopping online has way too many options now. Consumers have a hard time finding what they really want. They get really confused, they get discouraged, and sales are actually lost. Leaf has a solution for that problem. Now, online advertising, I'll tell you, I've tried this a couple times. It's almost impossible to tap into that lucrative market, at least for the average person. I know I've tried, and I definitely consider myself average, and I've had a real tough time breaking into that industry with any kind of impact. At least got a solution for that as well. Now, inside of affiliate direct sales, I think we've got to be honest with ourselves. It's elusive for most, as it almost always takes way too long to establish a meaningful income stream. And I hope you understand what I'm stating there. I love this business model, but for most people, sometimes myself included, on the way to making a lot of money in a business model like this, you can lose interest because sometimes it takes you too long to get there. And we've got a solution for that as well. Now, our solution at the core is to simply help this company called Leaf, help them to create a social network. That social network will bring a user's content and life to e-commerce. You see, by simply posting content socially like people do every day in other social networks, Leafit will analyze that content, convert it into a product that can be purchased, and allow users to be paid for simply sharing their content. E-commerce is then streamlined, affiliate commissions are seamlessly earned over and over by free users, and online advertising revenue quickly creates a potential income stream for distributors as they help take the social network viral. Our business model is very pure. Our distributors help build a huge social network. That huge social network is allows free users to earn from the content. Those free users also attract massive advertisers. And that's the exact business model, or almost the exact business model that Facebook has. Facebook generated over 1 billion subscribers to their free social network. And on the way there, they had advertisers knocking on their door saying, hey, you've got a huge followership to that social hub. We want to get into that space, and we're willing to pay dearly for it. It's called pay-per-click advertising. The next time you're looking at your Facebook profile page or in your newsfeed, just take a look. They're there. Pay-per-click advertisements. Facebook generates over $20 million a day in pay-per-click advertising. Why? Because they built a huge social network and advertisers want to get in front of that network. So that's bottom line what we're doing with this business model, except that the people that are sharing their information, their content inside of our social space get to make money. They get to refer or share their content with others and earn on it. The distributor base, as the advertisers come knocking at the corporate level, those advertising dollars get shared back with the distributors. Now, e-commerce is also monetized within the free users and advertisers content, where more sales are generated and those free users and distributors are commissioned from those sales as well. Now, as Mike leaked just a little bit, the IT app, this is going to come to market this quarter. I guess I can say that because now it's January 2nd. I've been saying next quarter for a long time. So we're in the quarter that we're going to see this IT app come to market. And the IT app is simply a free download. We call it our lure or hook into our social network. Our social network is going to be different because of this mobile IT app. The IT app is free to download. Once downloaded, you're part of the social network, so you're signing up for the social network and the IT app all at the same time. Once you have the IT app, you're able to snap it, wish it, buy it, share it, as we call it, grow it, sharing your content with others, and make money for that share. Make money for growing social relationships with people that have something in common. You found something that you really like, you snap it, you can add it to a wish list or buy it. If you decide to buy it, you can share that interaction with someone else. They see what you just did, they like it. We call it growing it. When someone else buys that same item, sure enough, you get paid for that. You get paid for that activity. You make money for sharing that content with others. All I can tell you, we'll be able to disclose more and more of this information as the weeks go by. I would say within the next week or two, we're going to be able to give you full disclosure on exactly how clean and how pure this IT app is going to work. All I can tell you is it's the free mobile app that pays you for sharing your content. And this is what's going to get us into the $1.1 trillion industry. Now I'm going to take a half a step backwards and tell you that that IT app lives inside of the social network. A social network pretty much like Facebook or any other social network out on the market. Social networks are simply a place for you to come and share content. But for those of you that know how Facebook works, and that's most of you, that's exactly what Leafit has. It's a social network that is, takes its subscriber base and hooks them in with the use of this IT app. That's going to be very, very clean, very, very cool. Now, inside of the social space comes the advertising dollars. This is how we're going to show distributors to tap into that advertising market. Now, here's ESPN Sports Bar and Grill trying to solicit or talk to Melissa Jenkins. We're inside of her profile page. And ESPN Sports Bar and Grill has done a little bit of research, and they think that Melissa has a little bit of an interest in what they have. They just opened a new sports bar and grill a couple of blocks away from her, so they're like, that's our target market. We're going to go after Melissa. So they throw up a pay-per-click ad. That pay-per-click ad that we're looking at inside of the Facebook business model generates over $20 million a day. Not just ESPN Sports Bar and Grill, but the rest of the ads that are inside of that social space. That's where Facebook makes their money. I get very excited about that because in this business model, Leaf is going to share that revenue back with the distributor base. Now, ESPN Sports Bar and Grill, what's different with a pay-per-click ad with Leaf versus the same pay-per-click ad with Facebook? And here it comes, the grow function and the share function. Inside of this experience, ESPN Sports Bar and Grill picks on Melissa and says, hey, we're gonna jump into her profile page. Here's the ad. Melissa sees it, she likes it, she clicks on it. She likes the fact that ESPN Sports Bar and Grill is in her backyard, that she grows or connects with them inside of the social space. She friends them, if you want to use Facebook terminology. She friends them, she's attached to them. She's now friends with a website, not just an individual, but a website, a business, if you will. Now, that's pretty powerful when it comes from what the advertiser's getting. They don't get just a click into their website like they do in Facebook. They get a click and the ability to friend. So the website owner is building their friend base inside of this model. Now, even more intriguing than that to the advertiser is the share faction. The share is where Melissa gets to go out to her circle of friends and say, you know what, I just went to the ESPN Sports Bar and Grill website. I liked what I saw. In fact, I registered for their Super Bowl party. You need to come down because that's where I'm going to be. And she shares that ad with the rest of her friends that think would have an interest in it. So now you're talking about a pay-per-click ad going viral by Melissa sharing that with her friends, who can then share it with their friends, who can then share it with their friends. I hope you understand where we're going with that. When that pay-per-click ad goes viral, the advertiser is extremely pleased with that activity. So we're looking at taking our advertising space inside of this social hub and making it even more powerful than what you've got inside of Facebook. Again, I get excited about that because the company, Leaf, is looking at sharing that revenue back with the distributor base. Now, here's the product that the company launched with. This is called the Social Web Optimizer. We've nicknamed it the SWO. When we do our function in here every day, we call it SWOing. So all you need to do is SWO on a daily basis, and the company's going to pay you a rebate on a daily basis. That's actually pretty exciting. When you click into the SWO as a distributor, you're shown 6 different websites to go view. All you have to do is view and rate. It kind of works like this. As you click into the SWO and see 6 websites, they're based on your click habits inside of the SWO. If you're into golf, you're going to see more and more golf websites here. If you're into hiking, more and more hiking websites. Personally, I'm a truck guy, but I love looking at sports cars. I click on Maserati Beverly Hills, I'm in their website. But I'm also still inside their social space. If you look at the green leaf toolbar at the very top, there's a leaf in the dead center. That populates from dark green to light green. When it's done populating, that's a 20-second clock. I've viewed this website for 20 seconds, and that's what this company is going to pay us to do, is view websites for at least 20 seconds. Now, it's a live website. I'm still inside the social space, but a live website. I can go click and look at their inventory, their service, their parts and accessories. I can go buy a Maserati if I want. But I need to be here for at least 20 seconds if I want to get paid today. When I'm done viewing the website for at least 20, I click on the 5-star rating system, rank the website anywhere from 1 star to 5 stars, and I'm done with that website. Again, it's 20 websites, 20 seconds. That's what we do on a daily basis. Now, 3 of those 20 websites, we hit this little A that's sitting over next to the 5-star rating system. It drops down another menu where you do what we call an advanced review. Simply type in your age, your gender. The rest of those are drop-down menu stuff as well. You just click, 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 and you've given additional information back to the website owner. That's called an advanced review. So we view and rate 20 websites on a daily basis. 3 of those 20 we do an advanced review, and we call that SWOing on a daily basis. You'll hear us, the terminology we use is, hey, did you SWO today? And when someone says, yes, I did SWO today, that means they viewed 20 websites, they rated all 20 of those websites, and did 3 advanced reviews out of those 20 that they did rate. Now that's a lot of information that gets ported back to the website owner. So the website owner is getting a big bang for their buck here. But remember the grow button. It lives inside of this environment as well. It's that twig with 2 little leaves on it. If you see a website you really, really like, you click on the grow button and connect yourself with the website. You're now friends with this website. Excuse me. So when they want to share information with you inside of the social space, they've got a special offering. I heard a recent rumor, I didn't get my tag back from them. I heard a recent rumor that Maserati Beverly Hills was offering a 99.9% off sale. This would be one way that they would be able to contact the people that have shown an interest in Maserati and be able to actually come back inside of the social space and give them that discount. I'm still waiting for mine. I started that rumor, so I might be waiting for a long time. But the point here is that website owners, by simply advertising with Leaf, are building their friend base inside of the social space. In addition, they're getting eyeballs on their website longer, 20 seconds instead of the average 3 to 5. They're getting ratings on their website, so they're seeing what consumers really think about their website. They're getting advanced reviews. But most importantly, I think, is they're getting their friend base built inside of Leaf by distributors simply doing their job every single day. Now, when you're done with your 20 seconds here, you can stay longer if you want, but when you're done, you simply click the SWO button again, and you're off to looking at a fresh block of 6 websites that you get to choose to go view and rate. Again, it's 20 viewings, 20 ratings. Of those 20 that you viewed, 3 advanced reviews, you're done for the day. First question I get is, does that advertising really work? And all I can tell you is there's success stories all around us. I love talking about Dave up in Wallace, Idaho. A lot of you that have been on this call from before, you've heard this story over and over again. All I can tell you is Dave did extremely well with the advertising he did with Leaf. He bought some advertising back in February, drove a ton of traffic to his website. I've heard the number up over 30,000 now. He had a banner year. It was his second year of business. His first year was dismal at best, according to Dave. His second year was phenomenal, according to Dave, and he blames most of that success on the advertising he purchased to put his pay-per-click advertisement inside of the SWO. Drove a ton of traffic, was very excited about what he did. He had about 6 different ad campaigns flowing inside of the SWO, and again, just drove a ton of traffic to his website. Now, the best part about what Dave did is when he bought that advertising, he bought it as a distributor and put himself in a position to have a nice little income stream off of the rebate that the company pays him on a daily basis. So a ton of traffic to his website and an income stream, and that's the bottom line of what we're here to talk to you about, is how to actually do that. Drive traffic to your website and turn that into an income stream. Now, we're talking about 3 separate revenue streams into the company that the company is going to share back with a distributor base. One is the SWO. 2 is the social space. When it rolls out at the end of this quarter, the social space lights up. We populate it with a bunch of our friends, family, neighbors. Everybody comes racing to the social hub. Hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers flooding into this social space. And here comes knocking the advertisers wanting to get into that social ad space, which generates more revenue back to the company, which the company shares with the distributor base. Both of those revenue streams, both the SWO and the social space, the ads inside of the social space, will be overshadowed by the IT app, or outshadowed, however you want to say that. The IT app is going to knock the socks off of the revenue streams inside of the advertising, both in the SWO and in the social space. That IT app is what taps us in to a $1.1 trillion industry. We're talking about the IT app changing the way people shop, the way they search, the way they buy. Every time I explain this to my wife, and because she's still trying to get the grasp of it, my 11-year-old gets it. My wife still says, now how's that going to work again? But I explain this to my wife, Melissa. Funny, we got the same name, or my wife does. But my Melissa, she looks at it and she goes, really? So I'm going to be able to do that? And then I'm going to be able to take that experience and share that with my girlfriends like I do already inside of Facebook, inside of Pinterest. And when I share that experience and they see what I did, they see what I bought, they're going to be able to buy it and I'm going to make a commission on it. She just looks at me and goes, that can't be right, because my girlfriends will go nuts over this. I'm telling you, it's going to change the way people shop, the way they buy, the way they search online. It's going to change the way websites actually sell online. It's going to be revolutionary. It's going to generate a huge revenue stream back to the company, and the company is sharing that revenue stream back to the distributor base. So the only question you need to ask is, how do I affiliate or associate myself with this company? And you can do either one if you want, but how do I learn to build an income stream as a free affiliate or as a free associate? And that's what we're going to cover right now. Before I start sharing numbers with you, though, I've got to get through this income disclosure statement. This is a pretty important document inside of this business model. The document was put together by the company to protect themselves and distributors like myself from making unsubstantiated financial claims. The bottom line to the disclosure statement is simply this: like, you can make no money or you can make a lot of money. Your success inside of this business model depends upon your skills, your work effort, and market conditions. And Leaf does not guarantee any level of income or success, period. That's the disclaimer. Now, as I mentioned, you can make a lot. There's something about a senior executive down here making upwards of $48,000 a month. That's what's on the table. That's just off their rebate earnings. There's also an associate that's making nothing, and that's also a possibility. So remember, your success depends upon your skills and your work effort and your market conditions. There's no guarantee here that you'll make any money. We've got a pretty clear roadmap, and I'm going to share that roadmap with you right now, but you've got to take that roadmap and get it to work for you. So it starts like this. Everybody that comes into this business model starts out as a free affiliate. Some people are free affiliates for, a minute or two before they upgrade to an associate, but you can start as a free affiliate and be a free affiliate for the rest of your life if that's what you want to do. Wouldn't recommend it, but you can do that. A free affiliate receives $200 in free advertising. Now, what the heck are you going to do with free advertising? You can take that free advertising, attach it to the website of your choice. Okay, a website that you own, or maybe one of a family member, a friend, a neighbor, someone you do business with, and drive traffic to their website. It's as simple as that. But even as a free affiliate, you get to see how that works. You don't have to buy advertising to see that model work. You take the $200 in free advertising the company gives you, attach it to a website, and watch that website populate inside of the SWO, and you will drive traffic to that website. Now, also as a free affiliate, you get to earn sales commissions, which means you can make money without spending any money at all. And you got to love that about a business model like this. You can be paid sales commissions on retail advertising sales and on other associates that come into the business model that actually buy advertising. Now, that's not the place to be, in my opinion. Here's where you want to be. You want to be an associate with a company. You spend $48 for an annual administrative fee, $49.95 for a monthly advertising package, and you're an associate with a company. And the benefits start rolling up. What you get is a ton of help inside of this business model. You get replicated websites to help you sign up affiliates and associates. You get a replicated website that'll help you sign up customers. Both of those you own instantly when you become either a free affiliate or an associate. Replicated websites are yours. They've got your name plastered on it, and you're ready to go into marketing as soon as you become an associate or even as a free affiliate with a company. Now, Leaf also has a relationship built with a company called iPayout. That's how the company pays us. They pay on a daily basis. We love that part of this business model. There's compliance courses already done, already up and running to teach you the do's and don'ts inside of this business model. Other training as well. There are sales funnels on the way that are just going to be dynamic with autoresponders, do a lot of the work for you, a place where you'll be able to send traffic, send your friends, family, strangers, neighbors, some place to go learn about this business model without you having to explain the ins and outs of it. So that sales funnel is going to be unique to you as well. Now, if you'd like to do things by yourself, plenty of documents to use to go out and share this concept if you like to, to present this business model yourself. But the company really is big on helping explain this business model to others for you. That's the support system that's in place. We call it home parties. There's a DVD that will be out shortly that will allow you to walk into somebody else's house or invite them over to yours, plug in a DVD, and have someone else, have an expert explain the intricacies of how this business model works. You don't have to master the information. You just master the invite people to see what it is, see how this business model works, and you can be successful in this program. Hotel events, we do them all over the country. We've been from Palm Springs to Long Beach, California, up into Federal Way, Washington, Seattle, over into West Palm Beach, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, all throughout the Midwest. What was it? Dallas, Nashville, and Kansas City. We've been all over for the last 6 months explaining to the masses how this program works. We'd love to be out on the road traveling. Now, this is internet-based business model, though. We do a lot of three-way phone calls, a lot of webinars like you're watching right now. It's the fastest way to build this business model. I can be sharing this. Well, actually, I guess I am. I'm sharing this with with a lot of people right now, and everybody's at home or maybe in their office, sitting back with their feet up on their desk, kind of hanging out, watching what's going on. Nobody had to run to a meeting. Nobody had to go meet anybody or for coffee or for lunch or any place else. Webinars are the bomb. This is the best and fastest way to get this information shared with the masses. So it's not just people you know in your neighborhood. It's people you know across the country or spanning the globe. 150 different countries that were available to do business in. You can share this information with anybody by using webinars, just like we're using right now. Business cards on the way. We had business cards up in the back office where you could order some. We took that down because we've got a new logo coming, the Leaf It logo, and it's much. This is sexy. It's much sexier. The Leaf It logo, I think, is hot, but you'll want to wait for that new logo to come out before you order any business cards. So I kind of over-explained that. Sorry, I do that. I told you I'm into full disclosure. What do you get for $49.95 a month? That's it. You get a ton of support to help build your business model, but you also get an associate value, and this associate value is what you start to build. The associate value is what the company pays your rebate on, which turns into your income stream, and they start paying you that on a daily basis. So as you pay your $49.95 every single month, you get $50 in your associate value. Build that associate value, and that's what generates your income stream. So it looks like this. The company gives you the ability. There's an option where you can purchase anywhere from $10,000 to $10,000 in advertising and increase that associate value from day one. So in the beginning, when I said, look, you know, this business model, affiliate marketing, direct sales, home-based business model, you know, one of the flaws is sometimes it takes way too long to make any kind of serious income inside of a business model like this. This is the option that allows you to start this business model where you want. You buy $5,000 worth of advertising, you could actually have $10,000 in associate value. There's this twice as nice thing that got extended to January 14th. You can actually turn $5,000 into $10,000 associate value, so you don't have to start at 50. You can start at $10,050 for $5,000 in advertising purchase. If you sell $5,000 in advertising between now and January 14th, you can actually increase that to another $10,000 bump by buying in $5,000 more in advertising yourself. Effectively, it means if you sell $5,000 in advertising between now and January 14th, you could buy $10,000 in advertising and start your business model at $20,050, not just 50. That changes the complexity of what we do here and puts you in the position to start this business model where you want. Now, what's that associate value all about? That's what you start earning your daily rebate on, is that associate value. The higher your associate value, the higher your rebate on a daily basis. Now, there's also enhanced sales commissions when you're associate. You get paid over and over and over again as people that you've introduced this business model to repurchase advertising on a daily basis. And I'll show you what that looks like. There's also a 3x9 force matrix in this business model that's phenomenal. I'll save that for last. But I really kind of want to stay focused on this purchase of advertising. There's this misconception out there among a few that think you make some kind of an investment with this company, with Leaf, and you make this an investment and they pay you some kind of return. And that's not what goes on. In this business model, you purchase advertising. Just like you were going to purchase advertising with Google, with Facebook, with Bing, with anybody else online, you purchase advertising, it immediately goes into your advertising balance. You didn't make an investment in the company, you bought advertising. Whether you bought $10 or $10,000 in advertising, it went into your advertising balance. Once in your advertising balance, you have a job requirement to go apply it to at least one ad campaign. And it'll take you 2 or 3 minutes the first time you do this, 2 or 3 minutes to build an ad campaign to drive traffic to the website of your choice. Completely up to you. If you own a website, this is a home run. If you don't own a website, don't be shy. I don't have a website either. But I can take the advertising that I buy, share it with friends, with family, with neighbors, with people that I do business with, and actually introduce, I use it as a prospecting tool, use that advertising of giving away as a way to invite people to come in and look at the business model. But your job is very simple. You buy advertising, you have to create an ad campaign and attach that advertising you just bought to that ad campaign. There's now a website or a pay-per-click, a pay-per-click ad running inside of the SWO that drives traffic to that website. And that's what you need to do. Now, once you do that, and again, you can do that in a matter of 2, 3, 4 minutes for the very first time. It's very simple. But once you do that, you establish that associate value. So again, you can start that associate value at 50, or you can make an advertising purchase and start that associate value all the way to $20,050 if you want. But that associate value is what's going to earn that rebate on a daily basis. And the company pays up to 1.75% every single day, 7 days a week, even on Christmas, even on New Year's Day. They pay every single day based on the amount of revenue that's generated by the company. So that rebate is paid out every day based on you doing that task, that SWOing. You have rated 20 websites, viewed them, rated them, and then did the 3 advanced reviews, and you're getting paid your rebate on a daily basis. Now, that rebate that you get paid, up to 80%, or 80, I'm not up to, 80% of that rebate drops right back into your ad balance. What's your ad balance? That's that bucket that continues to feed traffic to the website that you just created that ad campaign for. So if you, here's the real home run. If you own a website, you buy advertising one time and you SWO every single day, you're going to drive constant traffic back to your website with your rebate day after day after day. There wouldn't be any need to go out and buy additional advertising unless you wanted a bigger rebate, which you can do. You can buy more advertising down the road, but you're looking at building a perpetual advertising stream into driving traffic to that website. 20% of that rebate, you can use that to continue to build your associate value. And if you think about that just briefly, what we're talking about here is making a purchase of advertising and using the rebate the company's paying you on a daily basis for doing that task, that SWOing task, 20 and 3, and taking 20% of that rebate and just grow a bigger associate value. And as associate value climbs, so does your income potential, because that 20% is what you can actually cash out. That's what turns into your cash income stream. Part of it or all of it, that 20% is what your cash income stream looks like. Now you can build that associate value all the way to 200,000, and that gets pretty exciting. If you want to do the simple math on that, a 200,000 associate value, getting paid 1.75% per day, and 20% of that can turn into a cash income stream, gets pretty effective. I'll wait until you do the math, and I'll do the math for you later. Excuse me. It was dry down in Arizona. It's drier up here in Washington. Hang on. Here we go. Now, to turn that cash income stream, there's two more pieces to this puzzle. You need to help build a social network. Invite 20 of your friends to join for free. Or take 3 of your friends that have websites that you think would really like to drive some traffic to their website, and most people that own websites want to drive traffic to them. Take 3 of your friends, we call them qualified friends, and teach them how easy it is to take the $200 in free advertising that the company gives them. Free affiliates and customers each get $200 in free advertising. Take that $200 in free advertising, attach it to their website, drive traffic to their website for free as a free customer. Get 3 of your friends to do that, and you've met that qualification. If you don't have any friends that have websites, simply invite 20 friends to join for free. When the IT app rolls out this quarter, all I can tell you is you're going to be sharing the IT app with strangers. It's going to be that easy. People are going to see you use the IT app and say, what did you just do? Say, oh, I just used my IT app. They're going to say, well, what the heck's an IT app? That's a free download. Here's my invite code. Go check it out. You just had someone download the IT app and join the social network all in one fell swoop, and you've got another friend, a new friend, because that was a stranger. You got a new friend that just joined your social network. So that's qualification number 1 to cash out. Qualification number 2 is you need to generate revenue for Leaf. It's very, very simple. You can build your associate value to 200,000 if you want, and you can get paid that 1.75% every single day. But you cannot turn that into a cash income stream. You cannot put any money in your pocket until you go out and sell some advertising for the company. And you can sell that advertising on a retail basis, or you can simply introduce at least one associate to the business model that does purchase advertising. One or the other. Sell it retail or sell it to another associate. Now I say sell, but I got to tell you, when it comes to sharing this concept with other associates, you don't have to sell them advertising. They're going to purchase the amount of advertising they want to start this business model where they want. They might buy $500 because they want to start their associate value at $550. They might buy $5,000 in advertising because they want to start their business model at $5,050. Simple as that. I don't call that a sell. It's simply invite somebody to the webinar, let them see the potential income stream they could build off of their purchase of advertising, and they'll purchase what they feel they want to. Now, the best part of this business model is whether they buy the advertising retail or they buy the advertising as an associate, you can earn up to 100% of what they do purchase. That's pretty aggressive, up to 100%. It starts like this. Your associate value, or your associate, let's say you become an associate. You pay the $48 to $49.95. You buy some advertising, a little, a lot, doesn't matter, and you go out and share this concept with Gina. And the portion of it that you want to share is as simple as this. Gina, I found a way to make some money online. I view and rate websites on a daily basis, 20 of them. Then I do these 3 advanced reviews. Takes me, all in all, takes me 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. I do a little bit in the morning, I do a little bit at my lunch break, and I do the rest at night. Or I do it all at night. You break it up in 3 segments, do it all at one setting, but I'm spending 20 minutes a day, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, swelling, rating websites, doing advanced reviews, and this company's paying me a rebate every single day. Gina says, wow, that sounds interesting, tell me more. You say, well, I can't really tell you, I got to show you. Okay, well, show me more. All right, come to a webinar. You invite Gina to a webinar, she buys some advertising. She sees it, she likes it, she buys $1,000 in advertising. You just made a 10% commission. You made $100 because Gina bought some advertising to start her associate value at a higher level. Now you can use that commission, that $100 you just made, you can use that to purchase more advertising and continue to build your associate value. Remember, build it to $200,000, the company's going to pay you based on your associate value. Higher the associate value, higher the rebate. It doesn't end there. Gina goes out and shares this concept with her friends. And as they buy advertising, you're going to get paid another 5%. Again, you can use that 5% to build your associate value, or that 5% can become an income stream, whichever you want, as long as you've done your friend thing, invited friends into the social network. Now, the associate, although they can build their associate value all the way to 200,000, they're going to earn on the first 15,000. The associate will. I'll show you how to earn on more in a second, but 15,000 associate value is what they can earn on. Up to 1.75% per day puts their earnings capacity at $1,575 a month. And that's not shabby, but it gets better. A manager, and I'll show you exactly how to promote to manager inside of this program, and it's very, very simple. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. You just hang on with me for another 5 minutes and I'll show you. But a manager starts earning even more in depth, 10% on the first level, 5% on the second. But when Gina's friends share this concept with their friends, you're making another 1% on any advertising that they buy. The manager gets paid on their earning associate value up to 25,000. Again, they can build it to 200, but they're only getting paid on the first 25,000. Up to 2.25% per day puts their earnings potential up at $3,375 a month. The senior manager, that third level goes to 2%. Their earning associate value goes to 50,000. Another little pay raise there. You get paid up to 2.75% per day. That puts your earnings potential up to $8,250 a month. That's big dollars, and especially when you see how easy it is to advance in this program, and I'm going to show that part to you. But first, I want to explain how this Power Founder position works. Power Founder is very, very powerful, but first let me tell you what it doesn't do. The Power Founder position does not purchase advertising. Power Founder position does not add to your associate value. The $1,000 you spend to be a Power Founder gives you these 4 benefits, but does not increase your AV, your associate value, does not make an advertising purchase for you. It does get you 25% off your monthly advertising package for the first year, so a nice little discount there. Way bigger than that is number 2, reduce qualifications to advance to manager. I'm going to show you exactly how that maps out. Down the road, there's reduce qualifications to advance to executive and senior executive, but we can talk about those another day. Number 3 is way huge. You get to share in 2% of the company profits for life with the other 999 Power Founders. As this program fills up, it will stop when we have 1,000 Power Founders. You and the other 999 will share in 2% of the company profits for life. Now, I used to be a little bit excited about this, and with the introduction of the IT app that was announced about 4 or 5 weeks ago, when that thing comes to market, all I can tell you is we're tapping into a $1.1 trillion industry with a revolutionary free downloadable app. I couldn't be more excited about being a Power Founder and the potential income stream that can open up from sharing in 2% of net profits from this company. Now, there is a way to turn the $1,000 that you spend on Power Founder into an associate value, and it's simply this. Invite 4 people to this business model that see it, that like it, that understand it to the point where they become Power Founders. Most of the times that they just look at you and say, well, are you a Power Founder? And when you say, well, yes, I am, they say, okay, I want to be one of those too. Not quite sure what it is, but if you're a Power Founder, I want to be one. You bring 4 Power Founders into this business model, your $1,000 is credited back to your associate value, and that's a really big deal. So there's that on the table as well. Now let's get back to Gina. This is very simple. Remember, you became a distributor. You spent the $48 for the annual administrative fee, $49.95 for your builder package. You bought some advertising. Maybe you're a Power Founder, maybe you're not, but let's talk about Gina. Gina, you invite her to a webinar. You say, Gina, I found a way to make money online. Can't believe it. I'm 10, 15, 20 minutes a day on the computer. They keep paying me every single day this rebate. I haven't done anything else other than SWO every single day, and they keep paying me every single day. It's crazy. Gina says, show me more. You invite her to a webinar, just like this. Gina sees it, she likes it, she becomes a Power Founder. As a Power Founder, all Gina needs to do is find 3 people that she has invited to a webinar that understand the business model, that each one of them buys $500 in advertising, and Gina is a manager. It's as simple as that. 3. I call this controlling your destiny. You're not sure what Corey's going to do, not sure what Paul's going to do, not sure what Jeff's going to do, or how big they're going to get, or how much development they're going to do, or how much advertising they're going to sell. But what you can control is finding a Corey, Paul, and a Jeff. Find 3 people that you can introduce this business model to that say, wow, I like it. They buy not $1,000 or $10,000 in advertising. They buy just $500 in advertising, and those 3 people can qualify Gina to be a manager. Now, Gina does need to have a total of $2,500 in advertising sales between herself and these 3 people, which means Gina could buy $1,000 in advertising and make manager in a day. And this is what's happening. We actually have this happening now. People are becoming a manager in a day. 3 people that come into the business model that pay their $48, their $49.95, and buy $500 in advertising. Gina's a power founder by spending $1,000. She spends another $1,000 on advertising. Boop, Gina's a manager. Now, I want to be real clear here. Gina does not have to buy $1,000 in advertising. That other $1,000 could be made up by people next to Corey, Paul, and Jeff. So Gina can sign up number 4, number 5, number 10, number 20. She can put as many people in this business model as she wants, or that other $1,000 can be made up below Corey, Paul, and Jeff. Unlimited depth. So the other $1,000 can be made up any place. And the same thing with Corey. Corey doesn't have to buy $500 in advertising. Corey could buy no advertising. Could be one of those guys that's going, man, money's tight. It's wintertime. I got the 48 and I got the 49.95, but I don't have $500 by advertising. But Corey loves the concept. He goes out and shares the concept, invites people into the webinar. He's got a couple of his buddies that each buy $250 in advertising. 250, that's 500. Corey's a qualifying leg for Gina. It's as simple as that. Now, why is Gina focused on being a manager? Why would anybody get into this business model and focus on being a manager? And to me, it's bottom line. As a banker, I was in the casino industry, I'll tell you, it's all about the bottom line. $1,575 is pretty impressive for an income stream. That's the potential income stream with a 15,000 associate value being paid 1.75% per day. And there's nothing wrong with $1,575, but when you realize all you need to do is bring 3 people to the table, 3 people that see this business model that like it and spend $500, and you could be a manager. Again, nothing wrong with $1,575, but I don't know, more is better. I love those AT&T commercials. More is better. How about $3,375 a month? Now, if you can visualize becoming a manager, or if you can visualize helping other people become managers, which is what this business model is all about, help people get to manager, you create 2 other Ginas and you're a senior manager, as long as you have a total of $20,000 in advertising purchases between yourself and everybody in your organization. Unlimited depth. Doesn't matter how deep that goes, how many people below you, where that advertising is purchased, and I'll tell you that 20,000 adds up very, very quickly. The simple math on senior managers, it can be done with 12 people that have purchased advertising. Just 12. That's it. 3 managers, a total of $20,000 in advertising sales, 3 on your first level, 9 on your second level, as long as they're staggered exactly right. You know, Corey gets 3, Paul gets 3, Jeff gets 3. They each become manager. That makes Gina a senior manager. And you got to love that, because that's going to push you up into this executive thing that we'll talk about later. But becoming a senior manager of this program can be done with as few as 12 people. Now, let's get back to Gina. Remember, we talked about the power founder being optional, and it is. There's not a sales pitch there. If you don't feel comfortable being a power founder, or the cash flow isn't there. I know we just got done with Christmas. Don't feel bad. You don't have to be a power founder. You can still get to manager without being a power founder. You just need to increase your sales. Corey, Paul, and Jeff, instead of having 3 legs at 500, you need to have 3 legs at 1,000 apiece. A manager, $5,000 total advertising sales between Gina and her whole entire organization, which means, very simply put, you can do it with the same number of people. If Gina were to purchase $2,000 in advertising, Corey, Paul, and Jeff each buy $1,000 in advertising, Gina's still a manager. But remember, Gina doesn't have to buy any advertising. She can make that other $2,000 up besides Corey, Paul, and Jeff, to the left and right of them, or below Corey, Paul, and Jeff to make up that other $2,000. Or, like I showed originally, buy it herself. Now, I know your brain's swelling. It's on overload. That was a lot of information. There's 2 more promotions inside of this program. I'll hit them real briefly. And you can learn more about them later, but this 1% override is what we're talking about. When you get to executive in this program, which if you're a power founder could be done with just 3 people on your front line. That's crazy. 3 managers on your front line and 3 senior executives somewhere in each one of those 3 legs, and you can be an executive in this program. A 1% override on all advertising sales, unlimited depth until you bump into the next executive. That's huge. The executive is earning on their associate value up to $100,000 now, up to 3.25% per day, up to $19,500 a month. It's huge earnings potential as an executive. Senior executives at the top of the program, that 1% infinity bonus is now unlimited depth until you bump into your second senior executive. Huge income potential in that stream. The senior executive is getting paid on the full $200,000 associate value, up to 4% per day. That's, I mean, do the math on that. wait, I always get confused there. I did the math on that. That's earnings potential up to $48,000 a month. And that's the number that was sitting on the income disclosure statement earlier. That's where that income stream comes from. That 48,000 is just on your own associate value. It has nothing to do with sales commissions or with matrix earnings. And matrix earnings are an income stream all by themselves. This forced matrix has absolutely nothing to do with advertising sales whatsoever. The commissions I'm showing you here are based on people paying their $49.95 a month. As they do, 70% of what comes into the company on that $49.95 gets paid right back out into the forced matrix. You sponsor one person into this program or one it-apper that decides to be a distributor, just one, and you could get paid on 3 people on your first level, $5 for each person on your first level. And I know you're saying, Mike, how could I get paid on 3 people if I only sponsored one? It's called spill, and it's pretty exciting. That means the people above you have filled their first level, maybe their first and second level. That next person that they introduce the business model to, they have to go someplace. They get spilled below because their first level is full, their second level is full, you're on their third level, and boom, it's got to go someplace, so it spills into your matrix. Sponsor 2, you're getting paid 2 levels deep, $2.50 for every single associate that's paying their $49.95 a month on your second level, on your third level, all the way through your 6th level. All you need to do is bring 4 people to the table that are paying their $49.95 a month. It does not matter how much they spend in advertising or how much they don't spend in advertising. It doesn't matter. These earnings are based just on that $49.95 a month being paid. $2,737. All I can tell you is we're making a difference. That kind of income stream, just based off of matrix, off of what we call builder packages, your advertising package that you're buying every single month, that's a big deal. $2.50 for every single person levels 2 through 6 inside of this matrix. I love levels 7 and levels 8. You're making $5 for every single person on 7 and 8, but you do need to sponsor 5 to get paid on level 7 and 8. And 9. On level 9, you're making $7.50 for every single associate on level 9. Your earnings potential, $194,100. It's crazy. That, again, I can't emphasize this enough. As this IT app hits the market and the company drips on them to take their IT app and become a distributor instead of just a free user, this is the earnings potential inside of the matrix. They go from being an IT apper to a distributor. That's their income potential stream. That's a heck of an incentive to come in and be a distributor for the company. Now, your total earnings potential this is based on a senior executive. I'm going to blow your mind right now. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line, but this is going to blow your mind. This is someone that's working both sides of the business model. This is a person that has worked their way through the ranks, is promoted all the way to senior executive, has a maxed out matrix, a maxed out associate value, getting paid 4% per day. Their earnings potential is at $8,000 a day. That's $242,000 a month. That's almost $3 million a year. That's the earnings potential inside of this program. And that does not include sales commissions. That's just based on your own personal associate value and having a full matrix. The sales commissions, who knows where those are going to fall. Remember, when you're a senior executive, you're getting paid unlimited depth until you bump into the next senior executive, or I'm sorry, your second senior executive. So that income stream in itself could be more than the biggest number you see on this page. Now, as soon as I show those numbers, you got people saying, Mike, where is this company ever going to get that kind of income, generate that kind of revenue to pay those kinds of incomes to the distributor base? Remember, 3 distinctly different revenue streams. The SWO that's generating revenue today, that revenue is being shared back with the distributor base. When this social network and the IT app launch at the end of this quarter, all I can tell you is 2 more revenue streams pop. The social space, the social ads inside of the social space have huge potential. I'm not saying we're going to be as big as Facebook tomorrow or next week or next month, but that's the potential. $20 million a day is what Facebook's generating inside of that business model. What one company can do, another can do, oftentimes better. So there's our goal. That's a huge revenue stream, bigger than the SWO at this stage of the game. But what I can tell you is both of those revenue streams will be outshadowed by the IT app. The IT app comes to market, into the quarter, goes viral, gets us into e-commerce, a $1.1 trillion industry, changed the way people shop, the way they search, the way they buy, changed the way people sell online. That IT app is going to generate tons of revenue back to the company, and the company's sharing that revenue back with the distributor base. It's as simple as that. That's where those big numbers come from, are from 3 very large revenue streams that come into this company. where Facebook keeps all the revenue they generate. Sure, they got employees, but they keep them. They keep the lion's share of that revenue for themselves. They don't share it with anybody. They don't share it with the end user. They don't share it with the distributor base. They keep it. This company is simply sharing that revenue stream back with the distributor base. So here's what you do next. Get on, pick your phone up right now. Text the person that invited you here. If you don't text, call them. If you don't call people, email them. If it's your neighbor, run over to your neighbor's house and say, hey, I need your username. Some people call it an invite code. I call it a username. Go grab their username. Then go to www.vleaf.com. That's V as in vision, vleaf.com/sign up/your friend's username and sign up as a free affiliate. Do it now. Do it tonight. There's nothing else going on tonight. Before you go to bed, go become a free affiliate. It's painless. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no credit card kept on file. There's no bait and switch down the road. It's not like, hey, you're going to be free this week and next week we're going to start billing you for something. No, none of that happens. No trickery. A free affiliate, you'd be a free affiliate for the rest of your life. Nothing to cancel down the road. You're just a free affiliate. The company's going to give you $200 in free advertising. Take that $200, attach it to a website. That website's now floating in the SWO and traffic is being driven to that website. Your ad campaign will drive traffic to your website. You're seeing the system work. Now, go into the SWO and see what SWOing's all about. Go in and rate a few websites and see how easy it is. Do an advanced review on a website. See how easy that is. Time yourself. See how long it's going to take you to do the SWO. Even as a rookie, and even if you don't have good computer skills, you'll be able to see how fast you can get through SWOing on a daily basis. But you're looking at this business model from the inside, not from the outside. You want to look at this business model from the inside, and the company makes it too easy. You can do it for free, so go do that tonight. When you see it work and you see that it's something you can do on a daily basis without breaking a sweat, without building blisters on your finger, take the next step. Spend the $48, put it on a credit card, a debit card, $48. There's your annual administrative fee. $49.95 for your builder package, for the first month's builder package. You want to buy some advertising? Buy some advertising. Put it on that same credit card. Up to $1,000 in advertising can be purchased. You want to be a power founder? You can put $1,000 on that same Visa, that same debit card, and become a power founder at the same time. If you're doing a purchase of over $1,000 in advertising, we wire our funds to iPay eWallet. It's a very simple transaction. Most of those transactions happen within a day or two. Sometimes in the same day. If you go to the bank first thing in the morning with a wire, some of our people, excuse me, are seeing their wires hit the very same day. So go in and just do the free thing tonight. Log in, get your friend's username, vleaf.com/sign up /their username, and make yourself a free affiliate tonight. And just play with it, test drive it. Look at everything that's happening in that back office. Mike, my throat is killing me, dry as a bone. Let me pop this menu back open. Have we got any questions you need some help with, or were we able to answer most of them, or did you crash on me? Oh, you've been answering questions. I can see them.
Several questions need help with your Estelle.
Sure.
Found a very glaring question or something oversight. She was asking, where is the 3 max qualifier explained in the comp plan? I read the entire comp plan while you have been chatting. It's nowhere in the comp plan. It looks like with all the revisions and some corrections that people had pointed out, we somehow omitted the 3 times multiplier from our comp plan.
I'd have to pull the comp plan up, Mike, but I think if you look at, there's one of the charts.
I have it up. I have it up.
It's in one of the charts. The verbal might not be there, but in one of those charts it does actually say 3 times multiplier. Oh, the 3 times multiplier, not the AV multiplier.
Right, the 3 times multiplier is not explained at all in the comp plan. So we just need to
get
that. Yeah, thanks, Estelle.
We'll get that upgraded. Estelle, all I can tell you is if you're brand new in the program, go look at your account. You'll see that's actually happening. But yeah, thank you for the tip. Yeah, we've made a lot of additions to the comp plan, a lot of enhancements. So yeah, Mike, I'll take your word for it. We missed that one, so we'll get that one straightened out.
A couple people are saying, please, when are we going to get a recorded webinar that like this one was just been done? Marco is asking.
Love you, Marco.
I've been asking myself, Marco,
and I got the same answer all the time. Man, we're working on it. The last 4 days that I just spent in where was I? In Scottsdale, Arizona. All I could tell you.
2 weeks, Marco.
Yeah, we're yeah, 2 weeks. That's our standard answer. Marco, we're looking at so many exciting things that are happening to this comp plan. About the time we get it dialed in and we're ready to make announcements, here comes a whole nother addition to it. In fact, if you get the Monday night's corporate update call, we're going to blow your mind with an additional income stream that we're going to layer on top of this comp plan already. So it seems like every time we get ready to record a webinar, so we've got something we can have out there for everybody to use. Once we go public with that webinar, it's hard to retract it. It's hard to get it offline because people start posting it up everywhere online. And then we have a bunch of recorded webinars online that aren't accurate. So I apologize, but I can't help it. This program just keeps getting more and more exciting. And we're afraid to record one because once we do, and then we have this really cool addition, someone's going to see one of our recorded webinars online. It's going to be old material from 6 months ago, and they're going to go, well, how come you guys are so excited?
Wayne has asked this before, and he's asking again. Certificates, Power Founders.
Hang in there. We all agree it's a great thing, Wayne. Was it Wayne?
Yes, he's asked that before.
I love you too. I love everybody today. Happy New Year, everybody. I love everybody today. Love you, Wayne. Hey, hang in there. We'll start with Power Founder. We'll get some of those done. But all I can tell you is this last trip that we were on. I think it's our last trip for. Well, I can't say that. We've got another trip coming. Anyway, there's
the comp plan is
all week, and we'll get some of that done.
I'm reading the questions. Dee's asking about the comp plan. It's in there for everyone, Dee. It just was omitted. That Mike didn't hit that right. The 3 times multiplier is a. Mike, you want to explain the 3 times multiplier in a short?
For those of you that are seasoned on, for those of you that are seasoned on the call, this will make some sense. For those of you that are watching this for the first time, I don't know. Don't listen because it's going to confuse you even more. And I know you're probably already confused. But the 3 times multiplier, that 20% that you can repurchase advertising with on a daily basis and increase your associate value. So let's say I made $100 today and I'm in my first 90 days. This is only applicable for the first 90 days from the date of your very first advertising purchase. So let's say I made $100 today in my rebate. 80% of that, or $80, is going to go to my ad balance. $20 I've got an option on. I can take that $20 and put it in my pocket if I've qualified to cash out. That's my cash income stream. Or that $20 I can buy more advertising to increase my associate value. Well, my associate value, if I'm in my first 90 days from date of my first purchase, that $20 is not going to increase my associate value by 20. It's going to increase it by 60. I get a 3 times multiplier on that $20, what would have been a 20 increase my associate value.
So you get 300% bonus your first 90 days.
There you go. First 90 days, the 3 times multiplier. Every repurchase of advertising you make from your ad rebate that you're making on a daily basis, every single repurchase is tripled.